Mechanical Animals by Marilyn Manson. This is an insanely good vinyl. I am especially fond of it. A 1998 album where Marilyn Manson plays a kind of alien character intriguingly in the second vinyl because it is a vinyl pressed into two like they are two separate albums. It's named Omega and the Mechanical Animals. It reminds you of something. To me, it strongly echoes the Kid Boys, Ziggy Stardust, and the Spiders from Mars. So we could call it a kind of concept album, obviously, which indeed Mechanical Animals is. Inside this album, you'll remember there are some outstanding tracks. Look even at the back where there's an exact replica of the CD at that time. Also in 1998, a vinyl and a reissue of the vinyl came out, I believe, with a blue vinyl pressing some very cool stuff. Inside there are the inner sleeves, which are the exact duplicates of the ones that were in the... Back then I had the CD. Actually, now let me show you. The CD was quite special because it wasn't a transparent CD, but rather it was the plastic was entirely blue. Many of you will probably recall. Also, the inner sleeve of the second part, Marilyn Manson was still working with all his original band, Kigurumi Erez and so forth. There were others. The singles from this deadly Manson album are very famous. Everyone will remember I Don't Like the Drugs, but the Drugs Like Me, for example. Everyone will remember Coma White, which had a mind-blowing video in those years. Manson was making crazy videos, guys. Then I'm reading a bit here, and here we have Marilyn Manson on vocals, Twiggy Ramirez, M.W. Gacy, Gingerfish, John Five, who was on guitars, MarilynManson.net, Nathan Records, 1990, Side Series for Unknown Reason, Great Big White Rock City, Post-Human, Speed of Pain. I'm reading you the track list, and in the other inner sleeve, that of the second type volume, you could call it. Because then these vinyls are interesting because they seem like two different albums. That is, if one didn't know it's Mechanical Animals, which is the same album, you'd think they are two different albums, completely different. I keep reading the track list. The Dog Show, this was the opening single. Someone will remember a performance by Marilyn Manson at the 1998 MTV Video Music Awards. Amazing, where he was dressed in this alien bodice, just like on the album cover, which was absolutely amazing. If you find it on YouTube, there should be a bit of an ugly quality, but you can see it. The Dog Show was a beautiful single. I remember I was a little kid. I was blown away by this amazing song. So here it is. This was the CD. This, by the way, is a special edition of the CD from a little later because, as you can see, the CD has an outer hardback where the album is a little more drawn, but inside it's identical. There's the booklet, which is really beautiful at the time. The original CD has some drawings, actually had the cover, this one, inside this blue part here. Instead, it's a special edition. Evidently, that's because, yeah, I don't even remember when I had bought it anyway. Limited tour edition includes 20 comic book pages, blah, blah. Anyway, the original cover, that is. This was under this transparent blue. This one here, if you like, you can also flip it inside. There is the CD with the word Coma, exactly like the vinyls. There is this vinyl that you see here behind it, has the adhesive label inside with the word Coma, exactly the same as this one. I had the PC disc Rocky's Death, not only from Rock is Dead, but this is Tornicetta, which has a lot much before. This is from after the Disposable Things, a later album. And here we have the second album, I Don't Like the Drugs, but the Drugs Like Me. Second single in this picture, vinyl, very nice, super yellow. You understand why this choice and this one that I love to buy has always been amazing. Rock is Dead anyway. If you don't have it, I don't believe you've never heard Mechanical Animals by Marilyn Manson, but recover this album because it is truly an album, amazing, and also recover the videos that Manson made of this album because they are truly wonderful. This is Mechanical Animals by Marilyn Manson.